Hello? I got two lots off. I just realised that this don't quite look right. Here. I was just trying to read some up. So, right, I'm using up my last parsnips that we prepared the other day, I think. I think I got one more left here. And that's it. Yeah, that might be it. Oh no, has that got paper? Please don't have paper on it. Couple of roasters. There we are. Right, so last night we did a bit of you know what, which meant I ate a bit of chocolate. But that was not done intentionally. I fell asleep on my sofa at, I don't know when it was, 5 p.m, 6 p.m. And then I bloody woke up at like 10:45 at night. So I was asleep for ages and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to get to sleep. So without even thinking, because I was all groggy, I had to get to a shop before it shut. And I was chatting to the guy in the shop for an hour. I bought chocolate without realising, forgetting my videos. Do you know what I mean? So I ended up doing a bit of chocolate last night and a bit of you know what. But at least I slept. I went to sleep at 2 a.m. and I woke up at 9, so it kind of fixed my muck up for falling asleep. So we did do that, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't like oh no, I'm having a bad time, oh I can't handle it, I'm an addict or whatever, oh I'm really needing some chocolate. It was just I woke up and I wasn't thinking straight. I thought, how do I get back asleep? Right, let's go and do that, and then I just didn't get a chance to think. Never mind. Hello there, Yeppy, how are you? I'll kind of be here and I can read it. So now the chat's moving. Many thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up, whoever did it. Right, we got to make our bread. All right, we're not doing it tonight, but we are going to be making our bread. I got to go up my dad's tomorrow. I've gone all the way up there today for a bit of exercise to trim his grass for him, and I was hoping to find the weed killing sprayer up there, and oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So it's actually in my brother's shed, and guess what? I went in his shed before I went up my dad's, but I wasn't looking for the freaking weed killer thing. I was looking for the strimmer to make sure it was taken up my dad's, and it was bloody there, and I looked in it as well. I could have took it up and done that today, so now I'll go up again tomorrow, but which is all good because I'll get another I'm gonna ride my bike up there tomorrow, so that'd be a real hard ride, so that'd be good for me, baby. So it's all good. Hello there, Christian. Hi. And what are you doing right now? I am basting my chicken. My last bit of cheap chicken. I bought some quality chicken. So this is my last piece of cheap chicken. So I've got myself some I think it's the food that they like. I don't know what it means, but the other chicken I've got, it's got a different word on it, which means I'm guessing they feed chickens different foods. I haven't got a clue. So I'm not an expert on everything. I'm not an expert on much. I just know a lot, and I just can't organise it in my mouth to say it the right way. Let's have a look. Trying to read that name. Breed loves dandy. Alright, I get it. I'm trying to make it out. Hello Kevin. Hello Kevin, how are you? Ciao. Say hi to Dre. Hello Dre. Hello Dre. Or Drea. Probably Drea. Dre's more, I don't know, I wanna look. Hello D-R-E-A. D-R-E-A. Dre or Drea or Drea. Hello, how are you? Hello sister. There you are. Can't mock that one up, can I? Hello, Ruder or Rudder? The second one? I don't know which one it is now. I've said loads now. I've ruined it. I would say Drea, possibly, because I said Dre first. I was thinking of that. Was there a TV show years ago called Josh and Dre? Or Dre and Josh, a kids show? I used to watch it a little bit. It was quite alright, I think. Don't quote me though. I don't know. Hello, Ruder. Is it Rudder or Ruder? Sorry. It's too hard to read these words. Ruder or Rudder? Right. So we have prepped that. Where's my water gone? Right. So I don't go to sleep. I'm having a coffee now. So I won't go to sleep. I can't accidentally have a hiccup like I had last night. So I didn't make a video because I was too busy. So... Oh, I don't know. I'm done then. I'm getting my van then. Do. I'm just exposing there. Making me tea. Title. Always do what my title says. So what I'm doing is my tea. Whatever my title says, that's what I do. If I'm in my park, the park will be in the title. If I'm doing dinner, dinner will be in the title. If I'm exercising, exercising will be in the title. Basically. Coffee cap. I don't know what that means, sorry, but. Sorry, I don't know. Right. Done. We might be buying a new game because I got really pissed off there. The first time I've moaned on my stream, my game stream. I've got a new rule. I don't want to moan on my game stream, so I've not been moaning on there. But 2 nights ago, I moaned my ass off. Serious question. You blatantly are not plant-based because a plant-based person wouldn't talk like that. You must be a meat eater. Somebody's a Beverly Hills Cop fan. Nice one. Kabumski. Don't make movies like they used to, do they? Don't get me wrong, it's filled with swearing. I think that's where some of my bad language come from. I watched that film probably 1,000 times. Man bun, yeah. We should call it man bun. What does somebody say the other week on here? What do they say? It's always usually negative, they say. When it comes to your visible, your look, they always say something that tries to depower you. Do you know what I mean? Or demean you or whatever, you know what I mean? Try and make you look weaker or whatever. You should call it a man bun. Do you know, I can't remember what everyone said the other day. But it wasn't relating to a man, it was more feminine. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm doing chicken. Chicken dinner tonight, mate. Using up my last bit of cheap chicken. I'm having a Sunday lunch on a Thursday, hence the title. Neighbour. I don't know what that means, but I'm not picking that, sorry. Dee. Yummy, yummy. Hello, Max, how are you? Hello, Real Human, and hello, Bill. How are you, bud? Roy. Shut me blind. So, back to cutting the old man's grass. I've cut it twice now in the same week. Because the batteries died on the bloody lawnmower and it was really long, so I've had to go up there again, cut it again. Then I've trimmed it as well. Now I've found the bloody weed killer thingy majiggy, whatever you call it. So I've got to go up there again tomorrow and do that. So sorry buddy, I don't know what you mean by the number. Many thanks for the thumbs up, though. I appreciate it. I don't ask anymore, and I get more. I've shut up about it now. I forget to say thanks because I'm not used to it coming on its own. Do you know what I mean? So thank you. Sorry, I don't understand the numbers, buddy. I do understand numbers, but I don't understand what you mean by those numbers. 9 is an end of a cycle. 67, I don't know anything that kind of relates to that. So. Or 9 is the highest number. Yeah, whatever. What should we do? Give him 5 minutes, a bit more watch time. Hi, hello Ethan, how are you? Sorry if I didn't say your name. Hello Sanjeet, how are you? I'm fine, Ethan. Nice name. Bill Cycle, Oliver, hello. Where are you from? I am from the... What do I say? If I say England, sometimes they say, are you British? What do I say? I am from the UK. I am from England and I am British. There you are. Apparently I speak 3 different languages because I'm English, I'm British, and I'm from the UK. So I'm multilingual apparently. But I do destroy the language a little bit. Many thanks for saying God bless you. I could do with that at the moment. I'm getting a lot of the devil trying to attack me, I think. You know, threatening me all the time. I don't know, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? I feel like the devil's attacking me all the time. It's nice that you said God bless me. Can you say God bless my family as well, please? But I appreciate the God bless anyway, and bless you too. I don't know. I don't know even who the Prime Minister is, mate. I don't watch the TV and I've not voted ever in my life, so... I haven't got a clue who my Prime Minister is, or whoever the Prime Minister is. I feel like I'm missing, I haven't done something, because I'm a bit unprepared to be making this. I've come home late, and I usually... Water has to go in the kettle. So that's that bit done. Oven's on. The non-vegan, the meat is in the oven. I am not a vegan channel, right? Eventually one day I might go vegan. Eventually one day I might go vegetarian. Eventually one day I might go fruitarian. Eventually one day I might go, is it keto? I don't know, you know? I won't do anything. I won't force myself to do anything. I'll only do it if I feel it. Do you know what I mean? I won't put pressure on me. I only do certain diets to help with healing or whatever it is. I did a 21-day, what's it called? Daniel fast, vegan. That was vegan. That's a Daniel fast, but that's in the Bible. I did that. I've also done 3 days of water fasting. Nothing to do with the Bible, to do with trying to kill some shit in my body. Do you know what I mean? Many thanks, Sanjit. Do you cook food yourself? Yeah, I got to today. If I'm not well, I go over to takeaway. So I don't want to do that because it makes me feel worse. But when you're not very well, you can't cook. Lemon, hello lemon. Oh, is it? I don't know what it means then. What's the meme then? What's the meme? I said, could you say God bless my family? I look after myself, but I could do with my family having a blessing, right? I try and look after my family and myself, but sometimes the power of somebody else's words in love are more stronger sometimes, eh? Hello, Joss. Hello, bud. How are you? Thank you, Sanji. Back at you as well, mind, alright? Coming back at you, all that love. Nice one. What you put out, you get back, baby. Many thanks, Joy. How are you? What am I doing? Put the timer on. Done. Right, timer's on. Chicken takes ages. I should have put it in the bank 5 minutes earlier. Never mind. I've got a problem with coffee, but more due to the fact that I've had a massive problem with insomnia. So, lack of sleep. You got to try and stay awake, so you drink too much coffee. So I'm in the process of trying to wean off my caffeine. I had 2 this morning. I'm having 1 now because I don't want to fall asleep like I did yesterday. And then I've got decaffeinated for if I fancy another one in a minute, because I'm a bit slightly addicted to it at the moment, because I was smashing it for a month straight because I wasn't very well. And it was keeping me awake. And then it turned into a bit of an addiction again. Do you know what I mean? So I've realised I got to wean me way off it. Hiya, Joy. I usually drink green tea. I had a green. What did I have today? I have mullein leaf tea today. I've run out of my green tea. That's me green tea. Hence the green bag. Hence the green bag. I've run out. Well, maybe I've got one left. I can have one tomorrow. I've got one left. Bargain. Here you are. I can order some. One scoop of almond. 1 scoop of milk. No bread, no cookies. Oh, I thought this was all going in a drink. I'm going to say, you don't put bread in a drink. Let's have a look at that. Fitness work hard. I'm guessing work hard, but hey. Good morning, everyone. Take a cup of coffee and 1 scoop of protein peanut butter. Do you put that in your coffee? And 1 scoop of almond. And 1 scoop of milk. No bread, no cookies, no sugar. No sugar. Nice one. I used to have 3 sugars in my drinks years ago. I stopped now. I don't eat in the morning. I basically have 1 meal a day and a snack at the end of the evening. Do you know what I mean? Because my sleep's completely erratic and not great, so I can't get that structure. Like maybe have something to eat at dinner time, maybe something at tea time now, and then not eat the rest of the day. My sleep's erratic as fuck. Excuse my language. Do you want $100? Well, in my country we use pounds, so you can donate 100, can you? Well, you do what you want. I know what I mean. I'm not if that's what you want to do, you do what you want. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for money. You know. What is your age? I am 50 plus. Nice hair, thank you. A nice comment. We have nice comments today on my hair. I was being called, can't tell if you're balding the other day, and it's a bit feminine the other day. Today at least I'm getting some positive stuff. Many thanks to you. What up to? Oh my gosh. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. I'll see you in 5 minutes, mate. Thanks for the watch time. I'm having some nice comments today, so we're not going to let anybody try and ruin it. There we are. Hello, Dylan Gonzalez. We've got 2 Gonzalez. See you later, Raja. Have fun, buddy. Today it wasn't too bad, actually. It was clear, and it's kind of sunny, but not warm. Do you know what I mean? We've got 2 Gonzalez, I think. Somebody said they were donating the other day. What was it? I've just sent you $40. No, whatever it was, I'm up in yours. I've just sent you 100. I've just sent you 50. And I forgot all about it. And then I looked. I thought, sorry, I remembered. I looked at my PayPal. There was nothing there. Not that day. I looked a couple of days later. I remembered. I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll have a look. Do you know what I mean? You never know. Somebody might have sent something, and I can say thank you on my next stream. So, but I'm not expecting nothing from no one. Right? I've had people ask me in the past. I've been doing this for 6 years. Haven't you got a donation button? So I put one in. No one's ever donated, but I put it in. So if anybody asks, there is one. Do you know what I mean? I don't ask for money though. All right. My mentality is, if you're on YouTube, YouTube should pay you. Do you know what I mean? If you're giving them free content, they should be the one paying you. That's the way I look at the world. Hello, Sebastian, is it? You like my hair, Raja? Thank you. Good night, brother. Hope to see you in the near future. Stay blessed. Have a nice evening. Many thanks, Sanjeet. God bless your family too, and you. Have a good evening, good week. Right, it's moving on its own now. I don't have to keep touching it. Got a habit of pressing the thingy. Right, that is in. That is going. So Sebastian, because I wanted to say Sebastian, but then I seen teen. Sebastian. So Sebastian, I guess. My favourite song, they're usually, how do you explain it? Have I got a favourite song? Is there something I keep going back to? Can't think. I do music that makes me feel good, right? So the lyrics are usually positive. You know? Favourite song, I don't know. If I got one I keep finding myself going back to, I don't think I have. Because I kind of just use stuff that feels good. Do you know what I mean? Let's say I feel a bit down. I'll listen to something that make me feel not down. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Have a look in my playlist. I got playlists. That's stuff that I've listened to or listened to. You know? It's not all my stuff. I'm only just sticking... At the moment, I stick stuff in there that is coming at me now. And I'm noticing it that I used to listen to that before. So I'm putting that in the playlist. And some of it is stuff that I listen to now. There's one with no singing in it. I listen to that a little bit now and again, but it's not a song. It's just got a kind of a determined vibe. Do you know what I mean? Makes you do things, you know? Makes you walk faster, things like that. You know? Instead of walking like, it will make you want to walk fast. You know what I mean? So I listen to that sometimes when I'm walking. Perfectly normal. I said it right. Cool. And that's Anya. Hello, Anya. So have a look at my little playlist. That's what I listen to. I don't listen to it, but it's stuff I have listened to. I can't remember what's in there, if I'm honest. Something that resonates in my life, you know? I think I've been listening to the thank you song from Dido. I always get her name wrong. D-I-D-O. Oh. You like going to the church? Not many people in my country go to a church, mate. I've been to a church. Last time I went to a church, I think it was 7 years ago. Favorite song? Do you like going to a church? I'm just being you. Co-op, hello. What are your thoughts? My thoughts on what? I'm just being me. Try not to spam, mate, because I'll have to Somebody was writing that the other day as well. What does it mean? Well, lemon's alkalizing, so that's good then, yeah? That's a good thing, yeah? Scroll up. Sebastian. Just being me. What are your thoughts? Perfectly normal, mate. There, that's it. I can't see anything else. Everyone gets tripped up on the spelling. So Sebastian done that. Yeah, I can't see anything. Can't see anything, sorry. I tried. I'm having chicken, sweet potato, roast parsnips, carrots, purple broccoli, sprouts, Savoy cabbage, purple cabbage, leek, and asparagus. That's what I'm having. Okay, well, try not to spam because I'll slow the whole chat down. You know what I mean? If it keeps going and going, I'll just slow the whole chat down. Hello, pork chop. I used to know somebody called pork chop in a game. Yeah, it's called a Sunday lunch, but I'm having it on a Thursday. Never heard of a Sunday lunch? Vegetables. More veg, carrots and leek. Sweet potatoes, parsnips. I'm not getting the chicken out because it's cooking. Nothing on my ceiling. A light. You get that last one? What last one? You asked me a question, but I didn't know. You said scroll up. I scrolled up. And then it said school up. So I don't know. School up on what? I don't know. I have to rewrite it, bud. You know? Then I'll understand you again. I'll definitely pick up the next one. I felt like you were asking me a question, but I didn't know what the question was about. Well, at least it's got the word king in it. Many thanks, Bradley. Might not be then. I'm not seeing anything get deleted though on my end. Usually if something gets withheld, I think it says something on my screen. So... Oh, I meant to put that on, didn't I? Don't know what the word means. What does it mean? I seem nervous, not me. I kind of control my emotions. I had years of like really bad anxiety. Now I control it. It's on, might go on inside, but I don't allow it out, like showing on my body anymore. Is there a connection between? Don't know. Herma something. Phrodites. I mean, there's one word there that is huge. I wouldn't understand what the word means. I understand what I'm means. I know what asking means. I know if. I know what that means. I know what I'm means. I know what crazy means. I know what to think means. I know what that means. I don't know that word though. I don't know. Right, we got to drink a glass of bloody water. Great. See you later, Jenna. Nice chatting. No worries. Alright, see you in 5 minutes. If I ain't gonna get a normal... When you have a bit of interaction and then there's a kind of weird comment, that's fine. But when it's just a weird one straight away, it's just trolling. So I'm just gonna put them into 5 minutes. Nice one. Great for you. Yeah, 5 minutes. Like I said, if you haven't spoken to me, you're going to put a weird one in and you're gone straight away. I'm going to 5 minutes on you out. I'll look it up later, mate. I just film me doing what I do, as it helps me make food, you know. I'm not super well, so I need to eat well. And I find when I stream, it makes me eat well. That makes sense? So this sort of food here takes a lot of effort to create, to make. And by streaming it, it makes me do it. If I didn't stream it, I'd be sat there twiddling my thumbs trying to find something fast to eat, which is not good for my body. That's why I do the stream. I don't do it for any other reason. It helps me do things, you know what I mean? I'm pretty much isolated as well, so it gives me somebody to chat to while I'm making something healthy for me, you know? So I can't see any messages, hang on. Right, so that. I don't know. Maybe. If I ban somebody, they got to make a new account to come on my stream. I've been using most of the trolls anyway to get me some watch time. Just been abusing them. They've been trying to abuse me, so I've been using them for watch time. I don't know what you mean, nobody. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you mean by that, you know? What you're trying to get at. I don't understand, bud. Do you know what I mean? They are born this way. I don't know what you're trying to get at, mate. You can do what you want with your own thinking, mate. You know what I mean? Think about whatever you want. So does that mean I can troll as much as I want? No, because I'll eventually ban you. Then you'll have to make another account. Then you have to come back. Then I'll use you for a bit of watch time again. Then I'll ban your next one. Then you have to make another account. I troll back the trolls. Do you know what I mean? Somebody trolls me, I troll them back. Do you know what I mean? You get some people that do it on purpose, yeah, and they've got like 5 accounts, 10 accounts, they're ready. So I'll keep banning their accounts. So eventually they got to start making new ones. Do you know what I mean? And I'll annoy them because then they got to make new ones. Do you know what I mean? I've been doing this for a few years now, and I used to just ban people that trolled straight away, and I realised you can get watch time out of them, you can get comments out of them, you know what I mean? You can get thumbs down out of them, anything that'll help your channel. So I use them now, you know? So eventually if somebody trolls too much, I ban them, now they've got to make a new account, and then eventually they troll again, I'll ban that one, they've got to make a new account, and we'll just play that game, it don't bother me. It's more watch time for me. Well, I actually have 7, mate. I have 7 viewers. So why would you think I only have 3 when I have actually 7? So what are you trying to say? I have 7. And it's thanks to trolls. The reason I have so many bloody views, or so many viewers now, is because of the trolls. The trolls have been sitting, what was it, I have 40 every day in here. They were just sitting there typing constantly, and that was the most thumbs up I ever had. No. I had nearly 900 views on that stream because of the trolls spamming the messages, trying to like get at me. It was funny as fuck. It was either the most thumbs up I ever had. No, it was the most watch time. I had 7 hours of watch time in that stream. 7 hours of watch time. It was the trolls. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. They're trying to bring you down. All they're doing is making your channel bigger. It's hilarious. I find it hilarious. Well, I'm not going to sit around and argue about how many views I get, mate. I get about 500 views some stream, I get 800, I get 300, I get 200. You know what I mean? So, if I've got 3 now, that's just this moment in time. If I have, it says I got 5 now. Do you know what I mean? It said 7, now it says it's got 5. It's not said 3 once. Maybe you should refresh, mate, instead of trying to type all the time. I ain't bitching at you. You're the one who's bitching at me. You come at me with the free viewers. That's why you only have 3 viewers. That's called bitching, mate. I ain't bitching. I'm sitting there responding to people what they're typing. You know what I mean? I responded to what you typed. You know what I mean? It's not bitching, dude. Don't try and put on me what you've got on you. Read the title. Read the title. That's bitching. I forgot about putting me roasters in. What else do you do to make food on live? I do handyman stuff on here sometimes if I fancy doing a bit of DIY for my dad because he's not very well. So I do have a look. Just have a look on it. The channel's there. Go and have a look at all my stuff that I've done. It helps me do stuff. Sorry, I don't understand that word. But hello, Damien. How are you? I won't time you yet, Damien. It might mean something in a different language. Dance. There you go, I danced. Sunday roast, buddy. Where are you from, Charlie? What country? Yeah, that's what I do anyway, mate. I do whatever makes me do things. If I'm filming handyman, that's because I wanted to be good to myself and make myself better. So I went and did some handyman stuff. If I film me cooking healthy food, that's because I want to eat some healthy food. And I find when I stream, it helps me cook my healthy food. So, as you will notice, I do not stream every day me cooking, because that's probably because I'm not having a good day. Do you know what I mean? I only film it when I'm trying to have something good for my body. Does that make sense? UK. You know what a Sunday roast is then, buddy? Come on. You live in England, you don't know what a Sunday roast is. Come on, it's called vegetables, roast potato, parsnips and chicken or whatever meat you like. That's a Sunday roast. Oops. Yeah, but it says Sunday stroke Thursday roast because it's Thursday. I understand it's not completely understandable, but it's a Sunday roast. I've had a few people ask me, and I'm thinking, are these from England? Did they not know what a Sunday roast is? So I didn't mean to have a, to dig on that, but you know what I mean? It's like, I've answered this question multiple times, and I think, well, it says Sunday roast. If you're from India, I understand if you would not understand what a Sunday roast is, or you would not understand what a roast is. Because I think it says Sunday stroke Thursday roast. I think everybody in England should know what a Sunday roast is, and they should know the word roast. But maybe it confused you with the Thursday bit. So forgive me if it confused you. It was a joke in my title, because it's actually Thursday. It was my attempt at humour. So forgive me, my bad humour. Many thanks. Is it King? Many thanks, King. Forgive me if I said your name wrong. Hello from Shropshire, innit? Aidan, hello, bud. How does it? New Zealand, oh, I love it. I used to work with somebody from New Zealand. Are you still amazing at rugby, your country? You used to be amazing at rugby, didn't you? I don't watch sports anymore. You used to be amazing at rugby. No, sorry. Thanks for the watch time. Just trying to make my tea and figure something out. We were trying to figure something out. I think we figured it out. You know what I mean? So we're getting a van, basically. We figured something out in the beginning of the stream and slightly in the start of the stream, at the middle-ish or quarter part. I've figured out I'm getting a van. We got this dilemma in our head. Do we get a van? Don't we get a van? Do we get a van? Don't we get a van? We're trying to figure out, do we get a van? Don't we get a van? In the beginning of the stream, I figured out, and somebody said something in the stream, and that was like, right, that's a sign. Get a van. Get a van, baby. Do some van life. Do some van life, eh? My rent's too high, so we're gonna have to get a van. I used to watch sport. I just don't have TV anymore. There ain't much sport on TV nowadays, is there? Anyway, is there? I used to watch a lot of football years ago, but obviously you needed Sky. You know what I mean? I don't watch football anymore, so don't watch TV. I was a bit ill for quite a few years. I still am, but I watched so much TV in that little window, it kind of wore it out. Does that make sense? You watch TV like 18 hours a day, you start seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it just wore me out. I stopped watching it. I hope to... What did I watch last night? Something was on YouTube. It was a TV program. It was on YouTube. It wasn't live. It was a playback or something. And I found myself kind of watching it, and I was thinking, maybe one day I'll get a TV again and watch some of these things now and again. Do you know what I mean? So I did find myself watching the little show, but then again, it's all edited out. So it's not as if I had to watch the half-an-hour show. It was like the best bits. So... Can't believe I didn't put my potatoes in. What a bot. We were trying to figure something out. We've been trying to figure something out for a few days. Do we get a van or don't we get a van? And we're trying to figure it out. We are getting a van. We have figured it out, people. We're getting a van. We're getting a van. Unless something drastically changes, but it hasn't been changing yet. I've been trying to get it to change for 2+ years. It's not changing. So it looks like after today's stream, we are getting a van. Oh, we've got to take that thingy. Where is it? Keep forgetting about this one. Yeah. I missed the odd quiz show. I used to watch Match of the Day on a Saturday, but that's not watching football. That's like being all edited up, and it's just a short burst of football, you know? Hello, Faith. How are you? Nice name. Coming to the house late at night, removing a drain pipe from the house. Any clever, funny ideas to make them stop? Well, I wouldn't say anything, mate. They might take offence. Hoi. Faith. I hope you got the joke. See if you got the joke. I gather you got the joke then. Nice one. Years ago, it's not mine, not my joke. Years ago, I used to play a lot of darts, and we had this
guy in our pub. He was a really funny guy, like, you know what I mean? And he come in, and he had a stutter as well, which made him the way he told it and his stutter. You just it was brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Not making fun of his stutter, but you know, it was just the way he was. His whole character was brilliant. It's great energy. He come in the pub and he was like, "Oh, guess what happened last night?" It's the way he says it is the thing. Like, I can't do it how he does it. You know what I mean? He's like, "Guess what happened last night? There's some guy, man. He come along and he took me gate. You know what I mean?" And I was watching him. I was watching him and he was like unscrewing my gate and all that, like, and all that. I said, "What? Didn't you say nothing to him?" He just went. He dragged it right out, mind. Do you know what I mean? You've got to imagine this. He's telling a story. Do you know what I mean? He's dragging it right out. I've been watching him out the window and he was unscrewing me gate and he took me gate. I said, "What?" And then we all went, like, because we were like really like listening to his story. Do you know what I mean? I said, "Did you say nothing?" He said, "No, I didn't want him to take offence." You know what I mean? And then everybody just fucking started laughing. Do you know what I mean? It was brilliant, Jake. The way he did it, he drew it out right. It wasn't too short, it wasn't too long. He kept you involved and then he dropped it on you. And he was doing that every week and we still fell for it. He was brilliant. Didn't you have a go at him? His missus was fucking nuts, man. She'd axe you. She'd chuck an axe at you. I've heard shit. You know, she chucked an axe at some guy in her garden once, you know what I mean? I was like, fucking hell, like, it's like, didn't you do anything? And we were all like going, what? Why didn't you do anything? You know, I didn't want him to take offence. So, very good timing. You guys eat Weetabix in the UK. I don't eat cereal. Yeah. Yeah, she fucking tried chucking, she tried axing, just missed him. That's why we couldn't understand, why are you watching somebody take your freaking gate and you're not doing anything, you know? I get a few people on here trying to put political stuff on here. I don't understand it. I understand it if there's a channel with, like, I don't know, 300 live viewers and you can get your point across or whatever, but I don't understand it when you've got a small channel. Don't know how to pronounce that. It looks like rain. Many thanks for the thumbs up. Whoever dropped one, I appreciate it. We're getting a van, we're getting a van. I've been sitting about it today thinking about, do I get one, don't I get one, do I get one, don't I get one. I got like a kind of number in my head when I'm going to make the decision. We always look for little things, you know, little signs or whatever you want to call it. So we're getting a van, baby. Cheap rent at last. Obviously you've got to get insurance, you've got to get tax for it, plus you've got to put fuel in it more, and you've got to buy, I'm guessing a solar panel won't run everything for you. You'd have to probably buy some sort of diesel heater or something. I haven't got a clue. But I know that's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper than £950 a month. We definitely weren't going to do a barge, whatever you call it, a canal boat. We watched a YouTube video, I don't know when it was, a couple of months back, and it's costing her over £1,000 a month. I think it was £1,300 a month to run the canal boat, to moor it and all that stuff, or whatever that means, you know, park it and run the whatever it is they use to heat it, I don't know, and the fuel. So that's too expensive. So getting a van or a motorhome will obviously be cheaper. So that's alright, we're getting to know what we're doing and what we're not doing it. So we were already planning on buying one anyway, but we weren't sure if we were going to live in it or not. Or we were planning on getting a vehicle at some point. We were going to either get an electric bike and stay where we are, or we're going to get a van and then we can move around easily. Do you know what I mean? I can stay where I am and just move around. Or I can leave the town, go somewhere for a couple of months and work, and I can come back for a month and work, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Do 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 do. Can't see that. Hello, Navi. Hi. I think it's Navi Crafters. I got to be back here to be able to read it, and I can't move my finger. Hello, King. How are you? Kind of mucked up my timings here. I think I lost about 5 or 6, 7 minutes. I should have put my bloody roasters in earlier. Sci-fi, a rich villain, eh? I'm certainly not a villain, but you got the name right. Well done. Your intuition got something right. I'm not a villain, that's for sure, but you got my name right. Well done. Yeah, it's been a problem for me for a while. Get a little bit. I carry a bit of stress because of the rent, you know what I mean? So, and I need to get rid of the stress of the rent because it bothers me a lot, you know? So, I'm from England. Heartbroken. Don't forget, it can't actually break if you are heartbroken. It doesn't actually break. It's all in the mind. I can't read that name. It looks like Garima. Hello, Garima. What was the one I read a minute ago? That was from H, right. England, bro, it's my dream to visit Scotland because of Harry Potter shooting. Is it Harry Potter there, is it? I don't know. I want to get a van and then I can like travel around. I want to move. Obviously, it'd be nice to see the whole world, but I'm not too over worried about that. But I want to see my country first. If I do that, it'd be England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, then Europe. And then if I decide to do more after that or whatever, maybe I'll find somewhere where I like. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'll like Scotland. Do you know what I mean? I like nature. So if it's green and it's nature and there's trees, I'll like that. But I also like, what do they call it? Interaction. I can be on my own. I've been isolated for I lived on my own completely for 7 years. Completely on my own. No friends or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I can do that, you know what I mean? But I do like to not be isolated. So that doesn't mean that I want to just live in the middle of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Because I do like to talk to people. Hence I'm streaming now. This means I'm not isolated. I can talk to somebody while I'm cooking some healthy food for me. That's the only reason I stream. It gives me somebody to talk to. I don't feel isolated. And then, do you know what I mean? I would play my game more, but I don't have no one to talk to on there. So I feel isolated when I'm playing. And I don't like playing games anymore. Once I started streaming a game, I played games on my own. Rarely. I used to have teams, and it's too hard to get teams now because there's only rank systems and no one wants to play as a team. They all just want to play for their own stats or something. So I feel isolated when I play my game. I don't feel isolated when I do this. Hi from the east side. Hi from the east side. Hello, King. Functional English. Hi. I don't know if mine's functional. No. Oh dear, I pressed the wrong button. I don't know who that is, sorry. Functional. Metric. Good vibes from Netherlands. New Zealand. New Zealand. Two from New Zealand. Hello from New Zealand. How do you say hi in New Zealand language? What would you say that? What's Maui? What's Maui? Is that New Zealand? Or is that Hawaiian? I'm bloody pickled. Can't think. My brain's not great. We're working on it, people. Going but that question there, I would probably. How would you explain this? The new me would like to watch Lord of the Rings, but the old me, I've not watched it properly, so I'm gonna have to pick Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? But I think the new me would be willing to watch Lord of the Rings. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, I don't know if you heard that, but I don't watch TV. So, what was the other one? The new me would watch. What's it called? Game of Thrones. The old me wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I've changed a lot in the last 10 years. Do you know what I mean? I'm a completely different person to who I was 10 years ago. Completely different. One creator. What game? I'm trying to find a game at the moment, so I'm playing like different games and I'm not enjoying it because I'm on my own, on my stream, no one to chat to. And then I'm playing something called Splitgate 2 at the moment. I played it 2 nights ago. I had to wait 10 minutes to get a rank game. And when I was in the rank game, no one talked. One of them was AFK. So I just wasted 10 minutes to get it, to play with players that are AFK, that don't want to talk, and you end up losing by about 20 tickets or 50 tickets, or they win by 1 bomb plant. You know what I mean? You're just narrowly losing and no one's talking. So it's just like, it's a completely isolating experience. So I don't play the game that much because I feel isolated on there. So I don't get any views. Do you know what I mean? When I'm on there, what did I have the other night? One person spoke to me, I think, this week. I spoke to one person for 1 minute. That was 4 streams ago. And I spoke to one 2 nights ago, but he came right at the end. Right at the end. I played for like 2 hours. I've been so frustrated. I was sitting there waiting for ranked games, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Gets into the games, your teammates are AFK, no one wants to communicate, and you're only just losing. And then you get to the end of the game, right? And then you can hear the enemy team, they're all fucking talking. And I end up with the players that ain't talking. Do you know what I mean? So it's a very isolating experience. So I'm trying to figure out a new game to play. Something that's more current, that might have a bit more activity on it. Maybe I'll find somebody to play with then, or somebody to talk to, possibly. So anyway, that's a long question answered. Sorry about that. What is the meaning of life? To never give up and keep trying and be the best you can be. And it doesn't matter if you're not perfect, because you can just be a good person, eh? That's all that matters. I heard that. I don't know, mate. I don't do politics. Warzone. I tried that for a bit. I did Apex Legends for 5 years. Lagged my ass off. Moaned about lag on my stream every fucking night because it kept lagging. Never lagged so much in a game in my entire life. So I had to quit the game that I was good at because of the lag. I couldn't fix the lag no matter what I did. 4 internets I had. X amounts of PlayStations. I bought a PC as well. Different controllers. Played mouse and keyboard. Played Wi-Fi. Played network cable. Played with new monitors. Tried everything I could to fix it. I could not get rid of it, and it was hell to play, so I had to quit it. So Warzone, I won't play Warzone. I've done COD. I did 8 years of COD. I've bought, what did I buy recently? I bought Vanguard. No one bloody played it. That was 80 quid wasted, or maybe 70 quid. I bought Modern Warfare 2. That was not a bad experience on ranked. It felt like people were talking. It felt like people wanted to win. Do you know what I mean? There was more people talking. Not loads. Like you could get maybe every 3rd game you might hear somebody speak. Do you know what I mean? And then I bought, what was the last one? COD 6. I played that, tried to play that in ranked. No one's communicating again, and they got ninja perk. And everybody's got the ninja perk, so you couldn't earn any feet. So your teammates aren't telling you where the enemy are. The ninja perks making it all quiet. So I quit that. So I'm not willing to spend any more money on COD. Genshin Impact. I don't know what that is. The first name rings a bell. Genshin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get involved in that stuff on my channel, mate. I get people ask me stuff, political stuff on here. Do you know what I mean? So, my channel's about me making tea, maybe doing DIY now and again. Maybe I'm going to the park, depending on what I'm doing. I literally film. When I'm filming, I'm doing something good for myself. If I'm not filming, I'm probably not having a good time. How's about that? So, but sometimes I'll film my bad times, so people can see, like, you know, not to give up. You know, keep trying. I'm trying. I've changed diets. I've quit this. I've quit that. That's why I put it all in my bio, because a lot of people out there think they can't do that. Well, I can do it with fucking depression. You know what I mean? Imagine trying to quit alcohol or cigarettes when you're depressed and you just want to like wallow. And what do you want to do when you wallow? You want to drink, or you want to just smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? So if I can do it with depression, anybody can quit drinking and smoking. You know, and anxiety. Imagine having loads of anxiety. What cures anxiety? What people think that does? Smoking loads of cigarettes and drinking loads of beer. Well, I've had to quit it all, so I put it in my shit so people can see you can do it. You know what I mean? That's what my channel's about, basically. Why do you have to do so many stuff? Thank you, King. See you later, bud. Thanks for the watch time. See you in 5 minutes. You're close. Not bad. I'm not sure what they call our county anymore. They did have our county as that once, but I don't know if it is anymore. So I'm basically Somerset, but I don't know what the actual county is called now. So I haven't driven in 10 years, so I haven't been out where the sign is. It might be called Somerset. It might be called West Somerset, South Somerset. It might be called something else. I don't know. Not Devon, that's too far away. That's about 2 hours away, Devon. So, I put my food back in there. Right, we're gonna boil up. I'm feeling my temperature on my oven might be a bit low. Oh shit. Anxiety and I get it bad and break out in a major sweat. Anxiety is, I would explain anxiety, what I used to get. I've said it to somebody once before, but how did I figure it out? How did I figure it out? When did I figure it out? Well, I've had like, where you're like fucking like that, or you're rigid and you can't move, do you know what I mean? And you think everybody, I had one time I was in a pub and I was like, you can't see my whole body, but I was like this, I was rigid, my hands was on the bar and I was frozen solid, I could not move. So that's anxiety, bang, like I could not move. And then on top of that, there was maybe 10 in the pub and I felt like everybody knew I had it and they could see that I was struggling. Even though I won, I just had my hands like that, do you know what I mean? And I could not move and I needed to get out of the pub. It was fucking bad, do you know what I mean? But I felt like the whole pub knew I was going through it, do you know what I mean? It was fucking hell, do you know what I mean? And I've had other anxieties where I'm shaking, do you know what I mean? And all that, and I've had loads of different ones, you know, when I don't know, when I get near a traffic light, I hate doing traffic lights because I got to make everybody wait and I think I'm fucking annoying everybody, do you know what I mean? Things like that, I've had where I didn't leave my house for a year. Was it a year or was it a year? About a year I didn't leave my house because of anxiety. Do you know what I mean? I think the one simple thing I find, if I get anxious, I do a breathing thing. So wherever the feeling is, you know what I mean? I breathe it out. Does that make sense? So if it's an anxiety feeling here, I go like I'm emptying that anxiety energy out of me. Do you know what I mean? and I keep breathing and breathing outwards until it's emptied out of me. And I keep doing that for maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and I feel a bit better. Do you know what I mean? And the end of the day, it depends what your anxiety is about, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? I used to drink a lot. That was one of the reasons I used to drink. Social anxieties, whatever you call it. I used to think of it that way. So this is me, right? So my anxiety in a pub, I need to go from here to that toilet, yeah? But my brain's saying, everybody's going to watch me when I go to the toilet. I can't go to the toilet and I'd be dying to go a piss. Do you know what I mean? I remember the last time I had that in a pub, because I don't go to pubs that often. Instead of going to the toilet and having to walk past 30 people, I walked home 100 meters out of the door because it was behind me and I went a piss there. You know what I mean? Then I started doing the breathing thing and that sort of, you know. And sometimes I'm self-talking myself, I think, because I don't put myself in certain situations anymore. I self-talk myself. Look, no one's fucking looking. No one gives a shit. Do you know what I mean? There's another way. I walk for a park. I think that person's thinking about me. That person's looking at me. That person's this. But I don't give a fuck what a dog thinks. I don't give a fuck what an ant thinks. I'm walking past 1,000,000 ants. Do I give a fuck what they think? Do I give a fuck what that dog thinks? No. Why do I only give a fuck what people think? And I started like deprogramming myself that way. It's an animal there. It's got a thought process. It's looking at me. Why don't I care it's looking at me? Why do I care that people do? Do you know what I mean? I just looked at it that and started taking it apart and thinking, who gives a fuck? I just walked past 1,000,000 ants. Am I getting anxious? No. Why not? Do you know what I mean? That's the way I did it. I just fucked about with it in my head. And the breathing thing does work if you're getting like that real panicky shit. But you got to picture that is anxiety inside of you and you're breathing it out. Does that make sense? That's how I do it. What's your top tip for that? Done that one. Ashwagandha. Yeah, I got that here somewhere. Where's that to? Ashwagandha. Don't take it. But I got it. Yeah, end of the day, you got to just deprogram yourself a little bit, you know? At the end of the day, you can't stop something that's happening. You might just be sensitive. Do you know what I mean? I'm a very sensitive person. Do you know what I mean? I can tell what somebody's feeling. Do you know what I mean? I can tell what somebody's not necessarily thinking, but I'm very sensitive. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a weakness. That's a what do they call it? That's more, what do they call it? That's sonar. I've got sonar. Do you know what I mean? I've got a bit too much sonar. Do you know what I mean? I'm not broken. I'm just sensitive, you know? But anxiety can be too much, you know? So, yeah, end of the day, you've got to figure out what yours. I had health anxiety badly. Do you know what I mean? I was fucking shaking. Every time I got to the doctor's office, my fucking legs was going. Do you know what I mean? Because I was worried about my kids. I got to tell my kids what I need to know. What's wrong? When's it going to get better? I'm fucking shaking. Do you know what I mean? And in the end, I went through years and years of that. I wasted so much time of my life for that. Whenever it tries to come in, I try and force it away, which takes time, takes energy. Do you know what I mean? That's how I had to do it. I had a lot of negative thoughts coming in, like about my family, and I had to push them away, which was not easy, but I had to do it because I was suffering so much. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I do my stuff. And the more I speak about it, the more things I remember. Do you know what I mean? Grounding, I do grounding. The breathing thing I do when I'm in that moment, I think. But then I do whatever I just said a minute ago. So. And I fucking drank a lot. I'm not joking when I'm talking about being in a pub and I'm at a fucking bar and I need to go to the toilet and I'm like, I've got to spend 10 minutes prepping to get myself to walk past the people to go to the toilet. That's why I drank so much. But I also believe, because I ended up drinking so much, I think the booze is also a problem with the anxiety. Do you know what I mean? So I've ended up having to quit the booze due to a lot of stress. I had a lot of stress, so I had to drink a lot, you know. I used the booze to hide in, you know, to de-stress. Anxiety was there. I can't say what it was, but I had a health problem at the time. So I was trying to quit. Was I trying to quit? No. I can't say what it was, but I had something that caused me a lot of stress, and it made me drink a shitload more than I'd ever drank in my life. And I used to drink a lot because of social anxiety, do you know, or social, whatever you want to call it. I call it. I think I looked at mine as performance anxiety and social anxiety, but I never knew the term anxiety or performance anxiety or social anxiety until about 10 years, 12 years ago. I didn't know. I had it all my life, but I was hiding it. I didn't want to tell no one because I felt like I wasn't a man. I'm not a man. Why am I feeling like this? But a lot of people feel like it, but they don't tell no one. So then everybody thinks there's something wrong with them because no one's talking about it. That's why I talk about my shit. Do you know what I mean? Because there's somebody out there who's not talking about it, and then somebody out there is feeling like I probably felt. Oh, you're not a man. Well, you are a man. You just got some, you know, maybe you're sensitive. Maybe you're drinking too much. Maybe you just need to find ways to deal with it. What was another one somebody told me? It was a grounding thing. I can't remember the method, but you touched it. If you're having a massive anxiety attack, you get yourself grounded. So you get out of whatever the feeling is, and you start touching shit around you. You think of what was it? Touch a piece of wood, so you can feel something outside in the physical. What was it? Smell a rose, so you're getting a scent. Do you know what I mean? Or pretend you're smelling a rose, you know? So you're taking yourself out of your internal trap that you're in, which is the anxiety. Do you know what I mean? You're like, touch the wood. You're touching wood. Stand up. You know what I mean? Turn the light switch on and off. You know what I mean? Get yourself back into the physical. Do you know what I mean? Grounded. I remember that. She taught me that because I wouldn't take meds. See that? I had an injury in my liver, so I wouldn't take meds. So I was like really worried. You know, I was like, how do I control this anxiety without? I can't drink. I can't smoke anymore. I was smoking at the time. She said all that stuff. I remember that. And I found the way of breathing, which actually, if you look on the internet, you might come across that is actually a method. But I found that out on my own. I remembered breathing when I was sat in a pub. I had to go to the toilet, and I thought, am I going to walk out the door again and go to my fucking house? Am I ever going to get through this, or am I just going to go home to my house to have a piss again? No, let's figure this out. How am I going to get from here to that toilet without fucking looking a twat? Do you know what I mean? So I did the breathing thing, and it worked a bit, so I went to the toilet. 10 minutes there. I was like, well, this kind of worked, and I believed in it, so I did it again, and now every time I get an anxiety thing, I do the breathing thing. Do you know what I mean? Basically. So that's it. I can't really... I've done so many things to try and fix myself. Don't get many questions like that, so nice question, mate. Trying to think if there's anything else. I think quitting booze, which I had to quit, nothing to do with the anxiety, I think that helped me face a different way of facing it. Does that make sense? So if you've got the booze, you can hide in the booze, you can desensitize in the booze and not feel certain things. But then you've got to drink a lot of booze to get to that, because then you become resilient on the amount of booze you're drinking. Now you need to drink more. Do you know what I mean? So that might work in the short term, but in the long term, it causes you a drinking problem. Do you know what I mean? So you're not facing it. So by having to quit the booze because of my liver, I had to quit. That made me face ways of dealing with the anxiety. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't ever face it or try things, you won't get through it. You won't find another way. Do you know what I mean? I still get problems when I go up to traffic lights. I'm like, shit, all the cars are waiting. All the cars are waiting. All the cars are waiting. Oh my gosh, I'm such a pain. I can still get that, but I can do it. Some days I don't get it, but a lot of times I do. Queues. I remember I was in a queue. It was fine. That's it. I'm in a queue. I'm at the back of the queue. I don't mind it. But as soon as there's people behind me, anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. Do you know what I mean? So just deal with it with the breathing. In those situations, I deal with it in the breathing. And breathe it out. Breathe it out. Pretend it's stuck here, and I'm breathing it out. Right, water's done. Streaming. No worries. streaming as well. That's another way I have to face my anxiety. Oh, they're going to make fun of my voice. They're going to make fun of my nose. They're going to make fun of me. They're going to make fun of how old I am. They're going to make fun of me. They're going to make fun of me. I had to face it. I did it. I started facing things. Instead of just hiding away, I started facing shit. So I had to put up with somebody making fun of my voice, calling me gay. I've had to people make fun of my nose. I've had to have people make fun of whatever. Do you know what I mean? Your ponytail or whatever. I've got to face it. You know, it's good because it makes you. What's the right word? How do I explain it? Anxiety to me is this: if you hide away, it never changes. Yeah. But if you face it and find ways to deal with it, other ways than hiding away, you will eventually decrease the strength of the anxiety. Yeah. So if you want to put that as an analogy. When I used to have to do some building work and I'd go up a ladder on a scaffold, the first time I went up, I was shitting myself. The second time I went up, I was 3/4 shitting myself. By the end of the day, I'm running up that scaffold because I'm facing it and I'm having to do it. I can't get out of it. I have to go up and down. And then by the end of the day, I'm confident going up and down. But I'm not like that at the beginning. And I look at that the same with anxiety. Even though it's not physical, face it and slowly it'll get better. So I can either hide away from every traffic light and never face it, or I can keep going to traffic lights. Do you know what I mean? And face it. Do you know what I mean? Desensitize, yeah. I used to desensitize with booze, yeah. And then obviously I'm not facing it. And obviously the booze drinking was getting higher and higher and higher to desensitize, you know what I mean? So I wasn't never facing it. My liver went tits up, so I had to quit drinking. Now I've got to face it. Then I had to quit smoking, because the smoking I used to think would help me with my anxiety. It fucking didn't. I was just an addict. But I thought it was helping with my anxiety. I think we've got a bit of a gas. Do a 360. Hello, Abzadu. Shoulder back. There. There we go. Or when you're playing a game, people make fun of you if you're not good enough or whatever. I had to face that as well. Can't see if that's AI. AI Buster or Al. Hi AI or hi Al. How are you? Got a hi at last, and I just wanted to see what was it. What did you want to see? The air or something, or you just want me to do a 360? Because I didn't actually do a 360. I did a 180. There you go. There's a 360 for you. I can nearly turn that off. In every few minutes, I'm going to turn that off. And I realised I wasted a lot of my life worrying about what other people thought. So, stop wasting my life. I am making a Sunday lunch on a Thursday night. Chicken, roast potatoes, parsnips, vegetables, and gravy in a minute. That's what I'm doing. No, I'm not saying that. It's a meme, innit? I've heard it's a meme. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. Mama. Getting close to the end of this stream. I fucked up by not putting me potatoes in a bit earlier. Never mind. I've added at least 10 minutes cook time extra. I'm thinking straight. We had some on our mind and then we worked it out at the beginning of the stream and then somebody made a comment in the middle of the stream which made me make my mind up about something. It's all good, baby. Right, not much longer left. Went down your grips today. What are they playing? Yeah, we did some. Can we get any of these in? We haven't done any today. You got me slippers on, will this work? Slipping again? Suppose that's why they call them slippers. It's not a lot, but it's something. 1 hour 30. Woo! Plate. Plate, bowl, sieve, salt, pepper, mustard, mint salts, decent knife, all done, baby. Oh. $7:30 at night and we're not eating yet. Is it 7:30? Lol. We didn't go out till later because we had some stress this morning. So we went out late. Been awake for a while, but we had a bit of stress. So we left late to do our dad's grass. More for the walk. It's more for the exercise and to finish some off so it wasn't playing on my mind. I could de-stress them. Basically. Bit longer. Don't actually need to do any longer. I can just because I wanted to put some music on, but I get in trouble sometimes with the copyright. I've been lucky. It said copyright quite a few times, but I haven't got in trouble. So I got something on in the background. You can't hear it, and I want to turn it up louder. Put something else on, but I don't want to get in trouble. I want to raise my vibe, but put some music on. Right there. They haven't got any cold coconut water.
Fuck's sake.
Room temperature, let's see, baby. Right, so that's oh shit. Well, that's 3 waters there then. 1 coconut water, 1 green tea at me dad's. That's got to be a litre of water. I'm going to put a plate in there now, and I want a pot. Oh yeah! Nearly done. I'm nearly done, watchers. Nearly done. Gonna eat my dinner. Well, my tea. It's a bloody late tea. Maybe I won't get hungry later now then. We gotta make that bread as well. So, Mom put too much powder in. I think I lost track on the first spoon. So I've ended up putting 3 in, I think. Or it could be there's some leftover cabbage in there. We were looking for some signs today, and we got them, baby. So, van it is, people. Cheap rent it last. Well, no rent. But that's shot. The gravy's nearly done. If anybody out there is interested, ever comes back, there you are. Some veg, some roasters, some parsnips, carrots, asparagus, purple broccoli, purple cabbage, Savoy cabbage, and a very small piece of chicken. Gravy's nearly done. Ka-ching. Nice one. Get you, bitch. I'm gonna get you, bitch. Wrong tap. All right, this is going to be awkward. We're going to have to waste a knife to get this out of here. This one doesn't get out. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. See there, people, have fun. I don't know if that is a hair or a bit of cabbage. Many thanks for the watch time. See you later. Ciao. Thanks for helping me cook my food. See ya.